Beyond this sport, the spiritual pulse of Indiana sports. Beyond the scoreboard, beyond the stats, beyond the championships or devastating defeats. What lies beyond this sport? What role does faith play? Discover stories about how a coach found God. Celebrate how a team used their platform to change their community. Learn how an athlete overcame a devastating injury. Beyond this sport, the spiritual pulse of Indiana sports starts now.
When you think of the name Beyond This Sport, it's sort of your concept of what we hope to become a major piece to this community. Tell me what Beyond This Sport is.
Well, really, Will, Beyond This Sport is, we are, athletes are so many times, and coaches are recognized for their wins and losses or how many points they score or touchdowns, and that's well documented. But ultimately, our identity is in Jesus. That's our identity. And so we need to understand that we are a child of God. We are a son of the King. We are the daughter of the King. That's the most important thing. And so that's not where our identity comes from, is wins and losses. And so we want to highlight coaches' faith. We want to understand that when there's trials and tribulations, how did you recover from that? What did you do? How are you inspiring your athletes to use their platform to grow closer in their faith, to become better human beings, better mothers, better fathers? That's ultimately what a coach's responsibility is to become an advocate to help these young men and young women become better men and women, ultimately. And so we want to document that. We want to go on trips with these kids. We want to recognize their efforts and things in the community and do that well. And also recognize their athletic achievements as well, but not making that the main thing.
But really what you are first and foremost is a teacher. You love to teach the game and be a role model for your student athletes. Take me into that world a little bit, what you put on your shoulders to be that mentor for those young people.
Well, I'll tell you, it's quite a privilege, but also a tremendous responsibility, in my opinion. They're developing, so we try to impress it upon our players that, they're striving for excellence, they're working towards their degree, and they want to be really positive contributors to their community, to others. And there's a lot of self-satisfaction in that. It's not just about what you get, but it's what you give.
From a development standpoint of helping these young ladies become better women, right? Young women in their journey. How do you guys accomplish that internally?
Well, as the years have gone on, we've been a lot more specific in the way that we've recruited. We don't just evaluate the players, we evaluate the parents. We want kids that want to grow and want to come to college and understand that it's a growth process, that there's going to be adversity, and that they want to learn from that adversity. The other thing we emphasize quite a bit is we live in this culture today where social media is so prevalent. And we tell our players all the time. In fact, we have a sign in our locker room that I actually got from a pastor in Texas, Matt Chandler. And we have it up there and it says, it's okay to not be okay. And the bottom line is just this, no matter what everybody else thinks, we all have junk, we all have struggles, we all have battles, and that's okay.
Welcome back to Beyond This Sport, Indiana Madness. Will Hampton with Todd Mello, and loved your interview with Austin. You can see right there what a faith-filled man he is and how important that is center to his life.
And I really liked what Todd was talking about prayer. Helped him get through that time, when he got hurt and injured. That must have been a difficult time for him.
I enjoyed this, Todd.
Yeah, it's been fun.
And maybe we're just getting started.
I know, I think so.
All right, thank you very much, and thank you for watching Beyond This Sport, Indiana Madness. Enjoy the games, enjoy basketball in Indiana.